What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson. Back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Give me a notification sound there, Kim. And that's the notification sound that I received a few hours ago from Brother Keith. And you guys know he loves to send me stories. Give him a round of applause. And Brother Keith shared with me a story that concerns 2000 league MVP Cam Newton. Now we know that Cam Newton is trying to repair his career after being cut from Carolina last year. He signed with New England. And, obviously to be fair to Cam Newton, he didn't have an off season to adjust to a new system, and doesn't have a lot of weapons around him. But like I said, he still got to a 7-9 record. I believe that if he would have had a better off season, and I think he'll do a little bit better this year in the system. But Cam Newton, like a lot of NFL players who want to give back from to their community, they have football camps. Now, despite Cam Newton also catching coronavirus this year, which definitely impacted his play, he's out there risking his health to provide opportunities to, let's just be honest, young African American men. Now, obviously football is not just a black sport, but that's who dominates the leagues, okay? Colleges and things like that. There is an altercation that arrives with a young man who's talking trash to Cam. I don't know how it started, but I kind of can figure out how it ended. So what I would like to do is we'll play this video, which comes from Shannon Sharp's page, and then I want to come back and talk about this and give some commentary to it.
You asked. You're a free agent. You're a free agent. I'm rich. You're a free agent. You about to be poor. I'm rich. You about to be poor. I'm rich. You about to be poor. I'm rich. You're a free agent. I'm rich. You're a free agent. I'm rich. He's a free agent. Where your daddy at? Let me talk to your dad. Let me talk to your dad. Where's your dad? You're a free agent. Where's your dad? You're a free agent. You're a free agent. You asked. Talk to. Let me. Where's your dad? Where's your pop? You asked. Where's your dad?
So you've seen the video. Now, let me just say that for a lot of young black men in Black America, many of them who grew up without a father figure, many of them actually appreciate people like Cam Newton. I remember Lamar Jackson saying, the Baltimore Ravens quarterback, that he used to go to Steve McNair's quarterback camp. A lot of young black men appreciate athletes and look up to guys like Cam Newton. Unfortunately, you do have young men like this who have bad attitudes. It's always been, it's always been in every generation. So I'm not going to pretend to act like it's just this generation. There were guys like this when I was growing up. Guys like this when my dad was growing up. All right, let's just be honest. You have guys who are like this. The issue is back in the day, you might be able to get her, tell him to get the hell on. Okay? But see, I'm not saying that's the right thing to do. But I mean, like a young guy, 17, 18, you could push him or something like that. And that might be what you can get away with, okay? But in today's world, a guy like Cam will be scrutinized for going back and forth with this young man, which at some point he says, "Where's your father? Where's your father?" I believe we know where the father is. The young man doesn't know his father. Okay? And the reason why he doesn't know it, because if he did, he wouldn't be acting like this. Now, for people out there who want to ridicule black men for becoming successful, like a Cam Newton, getting their life together, doing the things that they do, and then not wanting to come back to the black community and mentor young black men based off this exchange, because really it only takes one. Can you blame them? Right? Let's just include educated black women in there too also. It's not just black men. See, educated African Americans understand that this situation, this happens in the African American community more times than we want to admit. Okay? People who exhibit this paradigm, kids who are uncontrollable, their parents can do nothing with them. They have no idea about authority. And it's not until the police get a hold of them or until they go to the penitentiary that they meet their match. Because they don't have to respect anybody. Not the elderly, not black men, not black women. And a lot of African Americans, let's just be honest. We don't have time for this type of shit. Okay? Even if it happens once for most people, that's enough. Because see, what happens if the kid tries to fight you? If you protect yourself, if you hit the kid back, you're in trouble. You have a lot to lose, very little to gain. And this is not, and then you're dealing with parents entitled. This is what happens. And a lot of times, black young men, for what it's worth, and I really gotta be honest, they have to suffer behind idiots like this young guy. I'm sorry. And I, for one, as much as I love urban black America, I'm from there. I wasn't always the best kid. Hey, I'm not going back and dealing with this shit. I'm not. I don't have time. And for a lot of brothers who don't want to get into mentoring, doing this for free, to get disrespected, going back to coach to get disrespected, looking after people's kids who didn't love them enough to give them the resources, didn't care about them enough to train them, didn't love them enough to give them the values. So now you expect somebody like, Cam Newton to give back to the black community? Or no, absolutely not. And especially with the laws in America are so liberal. Anything you do, you sneeze on somebody, you're going to jail. And I applaud the brother for how he handled the situation. But one thing for sure, it's not going to be me. And as I'm getting older in life, you take care of your own goddamn kids. Don't ask me. Don't ask me to come mentor or set up things and come talk. What I'm going to do, I'm going to put it out there, help who want to be helped. But I'm not going to be out there random people trying to deal with people's children and stuff like that. No, you deal with them. After all, they belong to you. And you know what? If more people were to take care of their kids so that the state wouldn't have to. A lot of people become burdens in black America. I'm sorry. Not only are you a burden on, not all people, but, parents, you become a burden on black men, you become a burden on talented black women, then you become a burden on society as a whole when no one can do anything with your kids. And when a young man becomes a menace to society, don't be talking about how you did your best. Well, guys, it's your boy O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. I really appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe with the bell. Check out the first comment pinned to the top. Check out the Black Men Are Perfect t-shirts. Check that out. Check out the Patreon, guys. And as you know, the buffoonery always remains at an all-time high.